Hello and welcome to Yadnya Investment Academy. Today we are going to do a mutual fund review. Let me first explain the methodology of the review. We will list and review fund on various parameters and rate each parameter by green, yellow or red star. Green star means good performance, yellow means average and red means below average performance. In the end, based on total number of green, yellow and red star, you can take a call to buy this fund or not. Please remember, all the fund parameters we are going to discuss here are based on 3rd Jan 2018 data as reference, and we only review regular and growth plans of mutual funds. In this video, we are going to review fund name Aditya Birla Sun Life Tax Relief 96 Fund, which is a ELSS fund launched in March 1996. Fund belongs to Aditya Birla Sun Life Mutual Fund family, which is currently India's 4th biggest fund house in terms of asset under management out of more than 40 fund houses, and was established in 1994. So for being a very large and experienced fund house, we give a green star here. Tax Relief Fund was launched in March 1996, which means it is active for more than 20 years now. So let's give a green star here too for being a very experienced fund which has seen all market ups and downs. Fund is categorized in ELSS category as it gives Section 80C's tax deduction for investing and has 3-year lock-in period. Now moving to next, this fund has asset under management of 4,349 crores and is the 6th biggest ELSS fund in the category. This high asset under management shows investors' trust in the fund and its performance and its stability. So deserves a green star here too. Now let's talk about the moolah, that is the returns. We will first talk about trailing returns from 3rd Jan date and then talk about calendar returns. In trailing returns, we can see fund has given very good returns. It has consistently beaten its benchmark index, that is BSE 200, and has also beaten the category average returns consistently across 1, 3 and 5 years period, and has almost similar returns as category average in 10-year trailing returns. So overall trailing return performance of fund is pretty good. Now looking at calendarized returns of last 10 years, which means returns from 1st Jan to 31st December of a calendar year, we see that there have been 4 instances when fund was beaten by both benchmark and category, and that is in 2008, 2010, 2011 and 2016. And for rest, fund has beaten both category and benchmark index 6 times in last 10 years. Major concern looking at this analysis is funds underperformance when stock markets do not perform well. So in 2008 and 2011, both these years market gave negative returns and funds performance was even worse than that. So we can assume that fund performs better than market during bull run and worse than market during bear phases. So with overall good performance but concern during bear phase, we will give this fund 1 green and 1 yellow star for the performance. Next important parameter is fund manager. Tax Relief 96 Fund has been in hands of Anil Garg for more than 10 years now. Ajay is a BA and MBA finance grad and has been part of fund house since 1999. So has spent a lot of time with the fund and fund house. Ajay also leads another famous fund from Aditya Birla Group called Aditya Birla Sun Life Mnc Fund since June 2009. Mnc Fund is an equity fund which invests only in MNC companies listed in India, and this fund is very popular fund and has asset under management of more than 3,300 crores and has given exceptional returns in long term. Apart from this, Ajay also manages 2 smaller ELSS funds under Aditya Birla's group called Aditya Birla Sun Life Tax Plan since October 2011 and Aditya Birla Sun Life Tax Savings Fund since October 2014. Both of them have very similar portfolio and style of investing and hence similar returns. Given the Ajay's pretty good overall performance in all the funds he manages and his stability with the fund house, this parameter surely deserves a green star. Now next parameter is top stock holdings of the fund and understanding the fund's diversification. As on 3rd Jan, fund has 51 stocks in portfolio with top 5 contributing little more than 33%. And cash allocation is less than 1%. So fund has average diversification in portfolio and weightage of top 5 companies is higher than our benchmark of 25%, and hence we give this parameter a yellow star. One thing to note here is that all top 5 companies are MNCs, which shows fund managers bias towards MNC stocks, which mostly are more stable than Indian companies and is definitely not a bad strategy according to us. Our next parameter is sector diversification. Top 3 sectors of fund has weightage of more than 50% and have high allocation to these sectors. Though this allocation has improved since last year, but still we will keep it in yellow star category as of now. Next are expenses. Expense ratio of this fund is 2.32%, which is lower than average expense ratio of this category, which is around 2.45%. So this parameter deserves a green star. Now those who like numbers, let's discuss few important ratios too. Standard deviation, a measure of volatility and risk, is equivalent to benchmark but less than category, which means it takes lesser risk than average. Beta 2 is a measure of risk and is little lower than category. Alpha, which measures the risk adjusted returns. So 8.5 alpha here means that it can perform 8.5% better than the benchmark. So by taking lower risk than category, it still shows better alpha. Last is P ratio of the portfolio, which is 40.6 as compared to benchmark BSE 200 index of 25, and is understandable given funds bias toward MNC companies and also towards mid caps, which carry higher P. So higher alpha with lower risk is a thumbs up for the fund, and for that we give this parameter a green star. A few other important info to note about the fund is that it has high exposure to mid and small caps as compared to category, with approximately 60% in mid cap and small cap space as compared to average of around 40%. And this table here shows how rupees 10,000 SIP would have performed in various time frames and prove exceptional performance this fund has given continuously. So if we calculate, we got total 7 green stars and 3 yellow stars, with worse performance than category average and benchmarks during bear markets being biggest concern for the fund. To summarize, Aditya Birla Sun Life Tax Relief 96 is one of the oldest ELSS fund and a large fund in this category. It follows a multi-cap strategy with 40 to 50% in large cap and rest in small and mid caps. Fund managers' quality bias has led to a number of MNC stocks figuring among stock choices. If you see funds year by year record since 1998, it shows few bad patches. Fund has struggled in bear markets both in 2008 and 11, but it has also delivered higher returns than the category in the big bull years of 2007, 9, 12, 14 and 2017 as well. Management team has been very stable with Anil Garg at the lead from 2006. Overall, it's a fund that sticks to quality companies for a long haul and should be among your ELSS shortlist. That is all we have on this topic. If you have any question, please do write in the comment section below, and do not forget to subscribe to our channel for more such videos. Have a great time ahead. Jai Hind.